All that stress they're feeling in the healthcare field is now running down to the future of healthcare. All those students who are about to step in to that exhausted system. On today's rounds, a patient that's, well, a bit more forgiving for nearly nurse Kristen Peacock.
You actually at some point forget that they're not real because they can kind of do everything.
She welcomes that realism.
You're actually able to feel a pulse right here.
In fact, Kristen's soaking up every surprise and setback her professors can program in her plastic patient right now, because the Tarleton seniors about to trade him in for the real ones.
I graduate in May.
And her job hunt's likely going to be short, with a lot of COVID-stretched, understaffed hospitals in need of skills like hers.
Pretty often I hear from hospital CEOs, COOs, CFOs, etc., and we can't produce enough nurses for them to meet their current need. And this was pre-pandemic.
Tarleton President Dr. James Hurley tells Kristen and her classmates it's only gotten worse in the past 10 months. The pandemic's just added more patients on top of the surge from a growing elderly population in the country. And on top of that,
we just have a critical shortage of healthcare providers across the country. We're certainly seeing it here in Texas.
Yeah, Nurse Journal lists the state among the 5 lowest for ratio of nurses to population in the country. Less than 10 nurses per 1,000 people.
I'm sure they do. Yeah.
Dr. Hurley's school is one of many trying to combat that by expanding their nursing school and their tech.
The cost of producing a nurse, if you will, or a nursing graduate is more than other degrees.
And yeah, finding new funds and scholarships to attract students like Kristen.
It looks like this lucky mom had twins.
And ignite their passion to a field that, let's be honest, at the moment likely looks daunting to most as nurses battle on the front lines of the pandemic. But Kristen isn't scared, only inspired.
With this pandemic, they took it like it was just a new challenge, and they ran with it, and it made me very, very proud.
And she's ready to run into that storm with them. She says she and her classmates only hit the books harder when COVID-19 came into the conversation, so they can graduate sooner from the plastic patients and on to the ones who need them right now.
So it was kind of like, put me in, coach. Let's, get me in there. This is what I signed up for, and I can make a difference.